So it's officially Noirvember. It's been a great Noirvember so far. A lot of participants. It's been really great seeing this month of noir love grow every year. So I decided, like I said, for this year, because I'm doing a year with women, I wanted to do all of the noir that I watch be either films that have a woman as a screenwriter or a story by credit, because back in old Hollywood, there were a lot of like stories that came, or writers who came up with the story, but then someone else ended up with the screen credit. Actually, that still sometimes happens today, where you see story by. Or they're based on a novel by a female crime writer. So I started out with Roadhouse, not the Pain Don't Hurt 80s Roadhouse, although I do love me some Swayze. But this was Jean Negulesco's Roadhouse, starring Ida Lupino, Cornel Wilde, Celeste, Holm, and love of my life, Richard Widmark. It's always good when you start out with Widmark, because you know you're going to be at a high place. Widmark's kind of amazing. Lupino does some singing. She's fantastic. This fits in with A Year with Women, as one of the story by credits goes to Margaret Gruen. I don't know much about her, other than she also has a screenwriting credit on Mildred Pierce a few years earlier. Obviously, I love Mildred Pierce, Queen Joan. So in this, Richard Widmark and Cornel Wilde are buddies who have returned from the war to take over Richard Widmark's father's Roadhouse, which is a bar/bowling alley. Widmark's character has a penchant for bringing home talent, usually not very talented women, who he, it's assumed, sleeps with for a while, gets bored with, and then kicks out. So he's gone to Chicago and brought home Ida Lupino. However, Ida Lupino, 1, has talent, and 2, has no intention of sleeping with him whatsoever, and she's just a gig. Unfortunately, Widmark does not see it that way. Cornel Wilde tries to kick her out right away, but she's not having it. This is her job. She has a contract. She's going to make her money. Going to make it rain. As you probably figured, Cornel Wilde and Ida Lupino then fall in love, and this does not sit well with Crazy Man Widmark. I'm not going to tell you what else happens. I'm going to leave it up to you. You can pretty much see where that's headed. Celeste Holm is the poor girl on the side that used to like, Cornel Wilde and was just waiting for him to ask her to marry her, but that's never going to happen because she's plain, and when you got Ida Lupino coming in, not that Celeste Holm is plain, but they've made her up plain in this. This came out in 1948. I really, really dug it. I thought it had some really great lines. There's this one throwaway line that I didn't do as movie quote of the day because I'm not sure what the character's name is. Some guy in the background when all of the Roadhouse patrons are like taking in Lupino's character for the first time, and this one, she's just like sitting there like smoking at the bar, and this one guy's like, she reminds me of the first woman who ever slapped me in the face. That's a fantastic line. This is why I love noir. So this was a great film. I really, really dug it. I'm glad this was my first Noirvember of the year. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next 29 days, but I'm sure they're going to be badass. I hope you guys follow along. Use the hashtag Noirvember on pretty much every social media. I'll find it. I'll share it to the Noirvember Facebook page. You can find good content there. You can find it on Twitter. You can find it on Tumblr. Watch films, read books. It's going to be fantastic. Or bitter and sad and angry. Also, drink lots of bourbon. That's very important. I had some bourbon. That is because it's bourbon month. Or it should be bourbon month. I don't know. I think bourbon month is October, which is like, no, just make it, just bourbon distillery guys, make it Noirvember/bourbon month. It'll be. But bourbon is on sale at Bevmo. I was there today. So, pick up some Bevmo for Noirvember. Pick up some Bevmo. Pick up some bourbon for Noirvember. Hopefully, I'll get to a bourbon movie quote sometime soon. It's always important to have a bourbon movie quote. during Noirvember. Last year, it took me a couple weeks to get one. Come on, movies, you can do it. Anyways, so this was Jean Negulesco's Roadhouse from a story by Margaret Gruen. It was fantastic.